Hello guys, how are you my people? It's your sister Roslyn's here once again guys with another ranting like nonsense. Thank you guys, thank you my people. Thank you for supporting me, thank you for watching my videos, thank you for interacting. But guys, stop sending me messages in my inbox. Just comment down there, I'll answer you. We will interact down there in the comment section. But don't ask me questions in my inbox. Just comment it down there, no problem. So guys, thank you for supporting my YouTube channel. I don't take it for granted. Those of you few subscribers I have, guys, thank you. And like, give it a comment, give it a thumb up as we proceed. Guys, today we want to talk about, what do we talk about today? Toxic bosses. Definitely we have good bosses out here. Like me, I have one good boss, but he's good because I put him in his place. But I have a good boss who he respects your decision. Yeah, those are men for you. If you don't stand firm, they take advantage of you. But we have such good bosses. They test you. When you stand firm, they give you your space. That is human being for you. There are also some good bosses. Someone, be it a lady or a man, you meet them, they just take you like a sister, like a daughter, like a brother. I mean, they are good people. They respect you. If there is something in between you that you need to polish up, or you pull up your socks on as far as the job is concerned, he will tell you in a very respectful manner. There are good bosses out there. They will never take advantage of their employees. They will never take advantage of their juniors. These good bosses, they need a thumb up, they need a clap. And these are the people we need in our society. You know, a person who respects your contract, a person who respects your religion, a person who respects whom you are. There are some bosses out here, they don't care. And they don't respect your religion, they don't respect your space, they don't respect your privacy. That is, I mean, they are final, you know. This is my premises, this is my job, this is, I have the final say about what and who works in here. These are the kind of bosses we want to talk about today, because our brothers and sisters are suffering out here. Even back in Kenya, in those offices, our girls and our mamas and our brothers, they're really suffering out there. You have to go beyond your, I mean, you have to do something that is beyond you, something simply because you want to keep your job, you know, because you depend on this job. Maybe you have kids, you have a wife, you have bills to take care of, you have bills to cater for. And since this is the job that you depend on to pay school fees for your kids, you go overboard, you know, simply because the boss have threatened you. If you don't do this, then your job, I'm gonna terminate your contract. If you don't go this side, or if you don't do this, let me tell you one day, guys, there was a time back, I think, I don't know, I can't even remember the years. Back some years back, I was working in a certain supermarket there in, how do you call this place? Not Roysambo, around Mwiki. Yes, around Mwiki. I was employed with another mama. So I used to sleep in her house, because by then we were staying in Thika, so I couldn't commute daily to Thika, but I used to go to Thika every weekend. So from Sunday night to Friday evening, I'll work and spend in her house, but she had a house help. So when I came in this house, the mama was very good. She was very good, sir. I mean, a lady who knows how to handle workers, a lady who knows how to handle everyone, even the way she used to handle her house help, like her own sister. And she was working. But the man was a house husband. How do you call them? House husband. Because the woman was the one who was working to provide for the family, but the man was always in the house. So at around 3, 4 is when the man will go out and he'll come back at 3 in the morning. That was theirs. I don't know what used to happen there. So there was a time they used to have issues. I mean, normal issues, like in normal marriage, they have their own issues. But whenever they have issues, the mother will come. The madam will come and tell me, if Baba so-and-so comes in the shop, don't give him this and that. And normal days, she will come and tell me, Baba so-and-so comes, just give him whatever he needs, whether he needs money, just give him. So there was this particular night, they had their own issues, and the lady, it was evening, and the lady drove off. I don't know where she went. She didn't tell me where she was going. At around midnight, the lady has not yet come in. So at around 1, this Baba came in my bedroom, because that bedroom had no door. And he came and asked me, where is my wife? And I was like, hey, how do you ask me about your wife? And he told me that because me and the wife, we are very close, he suspects that the wife must be telling me everything. Or the wife had told me about her whereabouts. And I told her, me, I don't know. And the Baba was like threatening me. Thank God, before it went too far, there was a hoot at the gate. And the watchman opened the gate and the Baba ran back in his bedroom. So come in the morning, me, I felt like, no, I can't continue. I had worked there for 6 months, but I felt like, no, I can't continue. Only 3,000 you're paying me with all this pressure? No. And that is, in that morning, I remember it was on a Sunday morning. I woke up and I told Madam, I'm leaving. Why? I told her, call your husband, we want to talk. And when the husband came, I told the madam everything, what happened last night and what has been happening there before, threatening me and all that. And the man denied. But I told the madam, me, I'm leaving. And that's how I left. But you find that there are these ladies, or there are these brothers. They can't, I mean, they feel like this is what I depend on. If I leave this work, how will it be? My family depend here, my children depend here, my rent and everything. So you will find that if you have this kind of toxic bosses, you know, a boss will threaten you, if you don't sleep with me, I'll terminate your contract. And you find this lady is now, she's like scared. How, if I lose my job, how will it be? How will it go? How will my family be? So the lady goes as far as compromising to keep her job. But at the end of the day, because there will be also another lady who will come, this man will also be treating the lady the same way he's treating the other one. So there is no respect, there is no boundary in everything. I mean, bosses, please stop this. If you have an employee, be it a young man, even there are some women, some mamas, you have a boy, these young men in your company or in your home working for you, so you take advantage of them simply because you're paying them, simply because they are vulnerable, simply because they have no option. So you take advantage. This is not good. It is not good at all. Let's take everyone with respect, you know. you are married, you are a married woman, or you are a single. If you are single, you are single. If you are married, you are married. Please, let's have that work ethic. Create that environment for your employees to enjoy, you know. There is no need of paying me 100,000 every month, but the environment is toxic. No need. Hmm? There is no need of paying me that 80,000 per month, but I have to compromise for me to keep my job, simply because, you know, I depend on this job. My family depends on this job. And this is the reason why I do always say, if you are employed as an employee, don't give too much information to your boss. Some will take advantage of it. Yes, you might be the breadwinner of your family. You are the breadwinner of your family, because no one just wakes up and goes to work without a plan. You have a plan, and the moment you have given full more information about your background, you know, my family depends on this job, you know, this is and blah blah, and my mother is sick, and so this, there are some toxic men or toxic bosses. They'll take advantage of that, you know. Since you are the employee, I mean, since you are the breadwinner of your family, you have to work here, whether I do what or what for you, you have to, because you are the breadwinner of the family. So your boss will take some, not all, some will take advantage, you know. Like some people who works abroad, you find that your boss will take advantage of you simply because of that distance. You can't go back to your country overnight. You can't just wake up and go. You have to apply. You have to do everything about your contract, and all this will take time. It will take days. So before you travel, the boss is just like, he'll take advantage of you if he's not someone who has the fear of God in him. But some are very good out here. Some bosses are very good. They know this is the employer, this is the employee, this is my worker, this is my nanny, this is my shopkeeper, this is my nurse, this is, so he will treat you with the dignity which you deserve. But not all of them. Some bosses are very toxic. The environment is toxic. Even if at the end of the month you receive that salary, you don't enjoy it, because you know how much you have struggled to keep this work and everything, and your brain is just, I mean, you don't enjoy this work. So at the end of the day, even if she or he pays you this salary, but you have to work, you have to stay here, you have to work for this money, for your children to go to school, for your mother to get something at least to eat, for your brothers to go to school, for blah blah. And now because of all this, you calculate A plus B plus C, and you find the answer is staying here. Guys, some bosses, we need to trim ourselves. We need to trim and recheck ourselves. Don't take your employee as your sex object. And some women, these bosses, they are very toxic. Matusi. A woman will wake up in the morning and just abuse you for no good reason. Hmm? She is just always complaining. No matter what you do, she will never see any good thing in you. Nothing she will ever see good. No matter what you try to, no matter how much you try to handle your job with respect, she will never see that one. She will always be seeing the negative part of it. Always abusive languages, always looking at you like you don't deserve. Always, I mean, there are some kind of these women, you know, they don't respect their employees. They don't. And she thinks that, I mean, she treats you like she's the last hope of your life. If you live, there was a certain job, my first time working abroad, I had my boss, and this mama used to tell me, you know, if you leave this work here abroad, to get another job is very difficult. And if you don't if you don't go or if you don't work with me, so that I sign for your papers and recommend you, you will not get another job and blah blah. So it was like she brainwashed me, because it was my first time working abroad, and all the stories I heard and everything. So I used to work. Okay, she was a good woman, but she used to brainwash me, until one day I gained courage and I say no, let me try another day, another luck somewhere. So you find that there are some kind of bosses, they will brainwash you. If you don't do this for me, if you don't, if you, I mean, because it's, you are far away from your family, you are not in your country, and all this blah blah, plus the negatives she's feeding you with, and you have to, no matter the situation, you have to work and wait for your contract to come to an end, so that you can go back to your country. But before that contracts come to an end, you have gone through a lot in that company, in that environment. Some bosses are very toxic. Please, bosses, let's treat our employees like human beings. Let's treat them like human beings. They are not dogs. Some are even learned more than you. Don't think that if you have a house help, she's less human. Maybe she has gone to school and she has papers better than your daughters, and even you included. It's only that she's there because of situation has pushed her to that extent. Don't think she's that dumb to order around like an idiot. Treat everyone with respect, with the dignity they deserve, knowing that at the end of the day we are going to be before the Maker, our Creator, who will be our judge. Treat everyone with dignity. Stop treating your employees like idiots, like dogs, like sex objects. It's not fair. It's not good. And it's not godly. You know? Bring that. Okay, there must be a boundary between a boss and an employee. You have to create that boundary. But it doesn't mean that whenever you come in, it's just abusive. You are just using abusive languages because you are the boss. No, there are ways. Even to express yourself, if there is something wrong, there are ways that you can express yourself. Don't abuse someone's daughter. Don't abuse someone's son simply because you are the boss. You will never be the boss forever. In this world, there is time for everything. You might find that one day this idiot you are calling idiot and nonsense, you might need her some days. You know, let's respect one another. Bosses, you feel like small gods here down here on earth. If you can't respect that employee you have in the home, even your job has no blessings. And employee, learn to know your rights. It doesn't matter where you are, whether you are abroad or wherever. Know your rights and exercise it whenever it's being needed. When you think it's being compromised, say no. There are some toxic bosses out here. Even there back in Kenya, we have some very toxic bosses taking advantage of people, taking advantage of our young sons and our young women, our young sisters, simply because you are the boss. No. Above all, let's have the respect and the fear of God in us. And we shall sail in a very smooth environment. With those few ranting and few remarks, guys, bye-bye.